My name is Rachel Winters, and I'm 34 years old. 8 months ago, I gave my sister Emily one of my kidneys. The surgery nearly killed me. I developed complications, spent 2 weeks in ICU, and still have nerve damage in my left side. But I'd do anything for my little sister. That's what I told myself every time the pain medication wore off at 3 a.m. 2 months after the transplant, I came home early from physical therapy and found my husband's car in our driveway when it shouldn't have been. I walked into my bedroom and saw my sister, wearing my kidney, in my bed with my husband. And when I confronted them, Emily looked me dead in the eye and said, "He was mine first. I just let you borrow him." That's when I learned the truth. They'd been together for 6 years, since before my wedding. And the kidney failure, that was just the excuse they needed to get me out of the picture permanently. Let me take you back to February 2024, to a hospital waiting room in Denver, and the moment I agreed to save my sister's life. Emily is 29, 5 years younger than me. She's always been the beautiful one, the charming one, the one people gravitate toward at parties while I blend into the wallpaper. Blonde where I'm brunette, petite where I'm average, effortless where I've always had to try. But we're sisters. And when the doctor said kidney failure, stage 4, dialysis isn't working, I didn't hesitate. Test me, I said immediately. I'll donate. My husband Marcus squeezed my hand. Baby, that's major surgery. Let's think about this. There's nothing to think about, I said. She's my sister. Emily cried in my arms. Her face was gaunt. Her skin had that yellowish tinge that comes with organ failure. She'd lost 30 pounds in 4 months. I don't deserve you, Rach, she whispered. I really don't. I stroked her hair. Yes, you do. We're family. That's what family does. The testing took 2 weeks. Blood work, tissue typing, psychological evaluation, the works. Marcus was supportive, drove me to every appointment, held my hand during the counseling sessions where they asked if I was being coerced, if I understood the risks, if I was absolutely Satan. I'm Satan, I said every time. The surgery was scheduled for March 15th. The night before, Emily came to our house for dinner. She looked so frail. She could barely walk from the car to the front door without getting winded. I'm scared, she admitted over pasta I'd made from scratch, her favorite, carbonara. Me too, I said, but we're going to get through this together. Marcus refilled our wine glasses. To tomorrow, he said. To family. We clinked glasses. Emily looked at him, then at me. Something passed between them. I didn't catch it then. I was too focused on memeizing my sister's face, just in case something went wrong in surgery. The operation was supposed to take 4 hours. It took 7. There were complications. My left renal artery was smaller than the scans had shown. The surgeon had to work carefully, meticulously, to extract the kidney without damaging it. Then, during closing, my blood pressure dropped. Dangerously low. They had to transfuse me twice. I woke up in ICU 3 days later. The first face I saw was Marcus. He looked exhausted, unshaven, eyes red. Hey, he said softly. Welcome back. Emily. My voice was sandpaper. She's fine. The kidney took. She's already walking around, eating solid food. It worked, Rach. You saved her life. I closed my eyes. The pain in my side was enormous, like someone had carved out part of me with a dull knife, which, technically, they had. But Emily was alive. That made it worth it. I spent 2 weeks in ICU. Infection set in on day 5. My incision wasn't healing properly. The pain was so intense I couldn't think, couldn't sleep, could barely breathe. Marcus visited every day, brought flowers, magazines, my favorite lavender lotion. Where's Emily? I asked on day 8. She's recovering at her apartment. Doctor's orders. She can't be around hospitals right now. Infection risk. Has she called? He hesitated. She's been texting. She wants to come see you, but they won't let her. I nodded. It made sense. Transplant patients have compromised immune systems. She couldn't risk exposure, but it still hurt that she hadn't even tried. I was discharged on day 14. Marcus took me home, helped me up the stairs to our bedroom, tucked me into bed like a child. I'm going to take care of you, he said. Whatever you need. For 6 weeks, he did. He worked from home, brought me meals in bed, helped me to the bathroom, changed my bandages. The nerve damage became apparent around week 3. My left side, from ribs to hip, felt like it was asleep. Pins and needles constantly. The doctor said it might be permanent. Nerve damage can happen, she explained. The surgery was complicated. Your body went through trauma. Give it time. Time. I had plenty of that. I couldn't work. I was a graphic designer, freelance, but I couldn't sit at my computer for more than 20 minutes without the pain becoming unbearable. I couldn't drive, couldn't cook, couldn't do laundry. I was completely dependent on Marcus. And Emily, I saw her once in those 6 weeks. She came over for Sunday dinner in late April. She looked incredible, healthy, color in her cheeks, energy. She'd gained back 15 pounds and looked like herself again. You look amazing, I said from my spot on the couch, where I spent most of my days now. I feel amazing, she said. She spun around. It's like I have my life back. That's what matters. She sat next to me, took my hand. I owe you everything, Rach. Literally everything. You don't owe me anything. I love you. She kissed my forehead. I love you too. Then she left after 30 minutes. Said she had plans. Didn't say what. Marcus walked her out. They stood on the porch talking for a while. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but through the window, I saw Emily laugh. Touch his arm. That effortless charm she had. Marcus came back inside smiling. She looks good, I said. Yeah, she really does. Physical therapy started in May. 3 times a week. Grueling. Every stretch felt like tearing paper. But I was determined to get my life back. By June, I could walk without limping. Could sit for an hour. Could start taking on small design projects again. I was healing. Slowly, painfully, but healing. Emily texted sporadically. Short messages. Thinking of you, red heart hash. Hope PT is going well. Love you, sis. But she never visited again. I tried not to take it personally. She was busy living her life, making up for lost time. I understood. Marcus was attentive. Almost too attentive. He started working from home permanently. Said he wanted to be there for me. You don't have to do that, I said. I'm getting better. I want to, he insisted. In July, I went back to regular PT appointments instead of home visits. The clinic was 20 minutes away. Sessions were 2 hours, 3 times a week. I'd leave the house at 10 a.m., come back around 1 p.m. Marcus worked from his home office during those hours, or so I thought. August 12th, Tuesday. I had PT scheduled for 10 a.m., but when I got to the clinic, they were closed. Burst pipe. A sign on the door said they'd called all patients that morning. I checked my phone. Missed call, voicemail from 8:47 a.m. I'd been in the shower. I drove home. It was 10:30. Marcus's car was in the driveway, and parked behind it was Emily's silver Honda Civic. I sat in my car for a full minute, staring at those 2 vehicles. Emily never came over unannounced. Ever. I walked into the house quietly. The front door was unlocked. The living room was empty. Kitchen empty. His office door was closed. I stood in the hallway and listened. Silence, then, from upstairs, a sound. Faint. A laugh. Emily's laugh. I climbed the stairs. Each step felt like walking through concrete. Our bedroom door was closed. I opened it. My husband was in our bed. With my sister. The sister wearing my kidney. They didn't see me at first. They were too focused on each other. Then Emily looked up. Our eyes met. She didn't scream. Didn't scramble for the sheets. She just smiled. Small. Knowing. Like she'd been waiting for this. Rachel, she said. You're home early. Marcus jumped up. Grabbed his pants. Oh my God. Rach. This isn't what? My voice sounded like it was coming from underwater. Isn't exactly what it looks like. Emily sat up. Pulled the sheet around herself. My sheets. The ones I'd picked out from Pottery Barn for our 5th anniversary. We need to talk, she said. You think? I couldn't move. Couldn't process. Marcus was saying something. Apologies, explanations, words that meant nothing. But Emily was calm. She stood up, walked to the chair where her clothes were draped, started getting dressed. Casual. Like this was routine. How long? I asked. Does it matter? Emily pulled on her jeans. How long? She looked at me. 6 years. The room tilted. 6 years, I repeated. We met at your engagement party, Emily said. She said it like she was recounting a grocery list. You introduced us, remember? Emily, this is Marcus. Marcus, my baby sister. I remembered. July 2018. The rooftop bar. I'd been so happy, so proud to show off my fiancé to my family. We clicked immediately, Emily continued. Started talking. Exchanged numbers. It just happened. Before my wedding. My voice cracked. Before. During. After. She pulled her shirt on. He was mine first, Ratch. I just let you borrow him. Marcus was white. Emily, stop. That's not. Oh, shut up, Marcus. She turned to him, sharp. She deserves the truth. The truth? I looked at him. At my husband of 6 years. You've been sleeping with my sister our entire marriage. He couldn't look at me. It wasn't like that. Then what was it like? Emily answered. We were careful, discreet. We'd see each other when you were at work, or traveling for clients, or out with friends. You were so busy with your career, you never noticed. I trusted you. I was shaking. Both of you. I gave you my fucking kidney. Emily's face changed. Just slightly. A flicker of something. Guilt? Remorse? No. Calculation. About that, she said. The air left the room. What about that? She glanced at Marcus. He shook his head slightly. A warning. But Emily ignored him. I didn't actually have kidney failure. The words didn't make sense. I heard them, but they didn't compute. What? Well, I did, but it was manageable. The doctors said dialysis would work long-term. I wasn't dying. Then why? Because Marcus wanted out. She said it simply. He wanted to be with me, but he didn't want to be the bad guy who left his wife. So we came up with a plan. The floor was disappearing beneath me. You faked being sicker than you were. I exaggerated, yes. Made it seem worse. Stopped responding to dialysis on purpose. Skipped treatments. Didn't follow the diet. Got sicker intentionally. So I'd donate. So you'd donate. And the surgery had risks. Significant risks. The doctors told us that. They told you that. My chest was caving in. You wanted me to die. We wanted you out of the picture, Emily corrected. If you died during surgery, tragic accident, Marcus gets sympathy, life insurance, and me. If you survive but with complications, which you did, he'd play devoted husband for a while, then leave you when you're too weak to fight back. I couldn't breathe. Marcus was sitting on the edge of the bed, head in his hands. Emily, Jesus Christ. What? She turned on him. You're backing out now? After everything? I didn't want her to die. You said you did. You said if the surgery went bad, it would solve everything. I stumbled backward, hit the doorframe. They both looked at me. I need you to leave, I said quietly. Rachel, Marcus stood. Get out. My voice broke. Both of you. Get out of my house. Emily grabbed her purse. It's not your house. It's Marcus's house. I'm on the deed. For now. She smiled. But when you two divorce, and you will, he gets half of everything, including this house, and then he'll sell it, and we'll buy something together, somewhere you've never been. She walked past me, stopped at the doorway. Thanks for the kidney, sis. It's really given me a new lease on life. Then she left. Marcus tried to approach me. Ratch, please, let me explain. You wanted me dead. No, I wanted to be happy. So you used my body to get there. He had no response. I walked downstairs, picked up my phone, called 911. I need to report a crime. The operator's voice was calm. What kind of crime? Fraud. Medical fraud. An attempted. I don't know. Conspiracy. My husband and my sister convinced me to donate a kidney under false pretenses. Marcus ran down the stairs. Rachel, don't. The address is 4782, Pinewood Drive. He grabbed the phone. I yanked it back. Are you safe? The operator asked. For now. Can you send someone? Officers are on the way. I hung up. Marcus sank onto the couch. You're going to ruin both our lives. You already did that. The police came. I gave a statement. Showed the medical records, texts, everything. They took notes. Said they'd investigate. But here's the thing about medical fraud. It's incredibly hard to prove. Emily could claim she legitimately thought she was dying. Marcus could claim he had no knowledge of any plan. It's he said, she said. The detective was kind but realistic. Even if we build a case, prosecution is unlikely. Medical decisions are complicated. Intent is hard to prove. So they get away with it. I'm sorry. I filed for divorce the next day. Marcus didn't fight it. He moved out within a week. Moved in with Emily. The divorce took 4 months. He got the house. I got half the savings and my car. I moved into a 1-bedroom apartment across town. Started trauma therapy. Started rebuilding. But here's what I did before the divorce was finalized. I called every single person we knew. Friends, family, Marcus's co-workers, Emily's friends. And I told them everything. Not with anger. Not with tears. Just facts. Emily faked the severity of her kidney failure to manipulate me into donating. She and Marcus have been having an affair for 6 years. They planned this together. Some people didn't believe me, but most did. Because Emily's recovery had been too fast, too complete. Because Marcus's devotion during my recovery had seemed performative. Because the pieces, once laid out, fit too perfectly. Emily lost friends. Lost her job when the story reached her boss. Lost her apartment when her roommate kicked her out. Marcus lost respect. His family disowned him. His best friend from college sent a single text. You're dead to me. They have each other now. But that's all they have. Me? I got something better. I got the truth. And I got proof. See, during one of Emily's hospital stays before the transplant, she'd texted Marcus. The texts were on his old phone. The one he thought he'd wiped before selling it. But I'd backed up his phone to our shared iCloud months earlier. Automatic backup he'd forgotten about. And in those texts, clear as day, Emily, do you think she'll actually go through with it? Marcus, she will. She's obsessed with being the good sister. Emily, and if something goes wrong during surgery? Marcus, then we get insurance money and each other. Win-win. Emily, you're terrible. Marcus, you love it. I gave those texts to my lawyer, gave them to the detective, and I gave them to a journalist friend from college. The story ran in October. Small paper, but the internet is forever. Local woman donates kidney to sister in elaborate affair cover-up. It went viral. Not big viral, but enough. Enough that when you Google Emily Winters Denver or Marcus Holloway kidney, that article is the first result. Enough that Emily can't get a job in healthcare anymore. Enough that Marcus's professional reputation is ruined. Enough. I'm sitting in my apartment as I finish this. It's February 2025. 1 year since Emily's diagnosis. My left side still has nerve damage. Probably always will. I have a scar from ribs to hip that I'll carry forever. But I'm alive. I'm free. And I'm learning something important. Some people will take everything from you. Your body, your trust, your love, and still ask for more. And the kindest thing you can do for yourself is stop giving it to them. I haven't spoken to Emily in 6 months. She tried to reach out around Thanksgiving. Said she was sorry, that Marcus manipulated her too. I blocked her number. Marcus tried to reconcile in December. Sent flowers, a card that said I made the biggest mistake of my life. I sent them back. Because here's what I know now. Forgiveness is optional. Boundaries are not. I gave my sister my kidney. I won't give her another second of my peace. If this story resonated with you, if you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted with your life, type boundaries in the comments. Or if you think I should have handled this differently, tell me. I want to hear from you. Thank you for being here. And remember, the person who loves you will never ask you to destroy yourself to prove it.